Good evening. I'm Mrs. Kuza, the principal. I want to welcome you to Switzerland Point for our beginning band concert. There are 173 beginning band students. So Mrs. Vince informed me that this is the record. That there's never, she's done some research today, so she wanted to call Guinness and get them to come out to have 173 students who have never performed together at all, not even one practice. So this is going to be a first time for everyone hearing them. So you're in for a treat. And it is amazing to me, and you guys know because you've heard your child practice at home in the evenings, but in a short time, how much improvement there is. And then you're really going to hear it in the spring concert. You're going to be amazed. But we want to thank you for supporting your child in band. We do have the largest band program in our county. So we are the largest middle school again this year, and we're the only middle school that has 1.5 band teachers. So it's glad we have a great band program under Mrs. Zentz. So we want to thank her for doing such a great job. Mr. Shine has joined us this year. He interned with Mrs. Zentz last year, so it was great to get him. He's a former Swiss Point student, so that was really nice to get to hire him to return to Swiss Point. And then you're going to see also a gentleman, Mr. Logan, who is an intern right now with Mrs. Zentz. So there'll be 3 adults that you will see up here. Okay? So thank you very much for coming. And before I give the microphone to the band booster president, Mrs. Keith, the Bartram drum line is going to walk all of the students in. So they're going to go around the perimeter of the seats. So if you're sitting on the edge, if you'll just make sure that you keep your feet in and any small children in their seats so that they don't get ran over, okay? Thank you.
Hi, good evening. My name is Alice Keith. I'm the president of the Band Boosters Association. We want to welcome you to our Switzerland Point Middle School Band Booster Association General Membership Meeting and to the first concert of the 2015-2016 school year. To start, I'd like to introduce the name of our board association serving our Raider bands this year. As president, I'm joined by our vice president, Jill Williams. Treasurer for second term is Claire Jordan. Assistant treasurer, Don Ross. And secretary, Netta Irwin. Michelle Beadle is sharing our fundraising committee this year. Thank you for all those volunteers for their time and effort donated to making your children's band experience the best it can be. And along with our amazing band director, Mrs. Lori Zen. The band booster board will be available for questions outside the door for any outstanding fair share payments or instrument rental payments that you need to make. If you have any questions, you can get in touch with Mrs. Zentz via her website or via our email, which is on her website. Thank you to everyone that's already paid their fair share, your instrument rental, and supported our fundraisers to date. Running a quality band program is no small feat and requires a significant amount of money. Tonight, we're just going to take a few minutes of your time to provide our treasurer's report. Claire?
Hi, our operating budget for the year is $58,488. Our budget was approved at the beginning of the year by a ballot that was emailed to all parents. The majority of our budget comes from your fair share payments. So getting those fair share payments into us is really important. We make up the deficit through fundraising and then through donations from parents like you. If you have not turned in your fair share and you would like to make that tonight, you can see one of us. We're outside at the table in front of the doors with Jim, or your instrumental payment also. As Alice mentioned, our email is on Ms. Zentz's band website, so you can contact us through there if you have a question. Thank you.
Be sure to stop by our booster table before you leave if you have any questions and support our fundraisers, because this is supporting your child's education in the arts. We'd like to thank everyone for coming, and thank you, and enjoy your concert tonight. I hope you're all proud of your children. Thank you.
Thank you to the Bartram Trail High School drum line for coming and marching us in. We will hear more from them coming up in just a little bit. Okay, we're going to get the children situated. We have never sat together, all of us at one time yet. They're doing pretty good so far. We're going to do just a minute of warm-up. get one. We can get you the yellow program. It's got all the kids' names, hopefully correctly spelled and everything. The first song on our program tonight is called Allison's Camel, and the tune goes something like this. Allison's camel has 2 humps. Allison's camel has 2 humps. Allison's camel has 2 humps. So ride, Allison, ride. Here's our version of Allison's camel. First half, take a selfie. Okay, like Ms. Coons just said, we at Swisson Point have 1.5 band teachers. So you need to meet the 0.5 band teacher. This is Mr. Michael Shaw. All of this myself. There are 10 band classes for a total of 450 students on the roll, the class list for band. And so Michael Shine was our intern last year from University of Florida. Do your thing. Okay. And he just happened to be the perfect fit to come right on in and be for his first year teaching, to spend it here at Switzerland Point. He, as a matter of fact, went to school here at Swiss Point, and he started his band career here at Swiss Point. He went on to Barton Trail, and then University of Florida. Rawr. So we are very, very blessed to have Mr. Shine here. And Mr. Shine's going to take the kids through their first march. It's called March Primo. I'll come to the 20-yard line. the rest of my team at this point. Miss Terry is my administrative assistant, band parapro. She works many, many, many hours to help keep everything behind the scenes straight so that I'm free to teach. Thanks, Miss Terry. Then we have Mr. Barry back here on the drums. He does just about anything we need done. He teaches percussion, but then he also lifts heavy objects and moves stuff, and he's the muscle. And then we have my fabulous band booster team, which is Alice and her team. Where are you guys? They might be outside. Not sure where they are, but yes, band booster team. And of course, Ms. Kunza is a fabulous principal to work for. I couldn't ask for a better principal. And for a few more weeks, we have an intern from University of North Florida. This is Mr. Sean Taylor. He's looking for a job very soon. Did I say University of North Florida? Yeah, University of North Florida, UNF, Ospreys, woo, swoop. And he is graduating in December, which is kind of tough for a teacher to graduate in December and try to get a job, but we've got fingers crossed for him. In the meantime, you'll do anything, right? Anything that pays. Okay, here's Mr. Sean Taylor for Down by the Station. This one is going to sound like a train coming into the station. How many of you, this is your first experience with band, and parents? A lot of you, okay, so you're taking a chance on signing your kid up for this thing called band. Have you discovered that it's way more than just a class? There's a lot to it. It is wonderful. There's so much to it, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about that in just a minute. I think of it as a 7-year program because they're in their first year now, but my wish is that they go all the way through to Bartram Trail, or some go to Creekside, some go to Nice, but if they can last for 7 years of this awesomeness, it's like as it keeps getting better and better and to a more higher level as they go up, and there's a lot of rewards once you get to that senior year in high school. So I've invited the high schoolers over here. How many of you went to Swiss Point? Okay, and they're going to just do 2 short cadences for us. Here goes Bartram Trail. Please still get the idea that I'm favoring the drums over all the other instruments because it takes all of these instruments to be able to make it go. No, Mr. Mary. To make the band sound. Did you notice when they were all standing up and they all had their unique sound on the first song we did, Allison's Camel? It's all those different unique sounds that make this sound like a band. I couldn't bring the whole Bartram Trail Spirit of Bartram over because they're marching over 200 now thanks to Swiss Point. But that would be really amazing if I could do that, but I don't think the fire marshal would go along with that. So thank you, Bartram Trail, for coming, and they're going to do our big finale with us tonight as well. Okay, next up. Now, the purpose of tonight is not to entertain you. The purpose of tonight is for these kids to do their exam. This is their exam. Now, if your kid's math teacher had said, come on out, 6 o'clock to the gym and watch your kids take their math exam. But this is their authentic assessment to show what they have learned over the past 9-10 weeks. So you get to be a part of this. When we picked the songs that we're playing for you tonight, we were thinking, yeah, moms and dads would like this. But we were also thinking, what are they learning here? What are they learning here? And then step by step building so that when you hear them in May, you won't believe it. And in May, when you come back, I'm going to play the recording of their first note that we had the pleasure of hearing. He's got it on his phone. And you will hear first note, and then you will hear final product in May. And it is very amazing how much they learn. So the next piece that we picked out is called Round and Round, because one of the One of the steps towards learning to play in harmony is playing in a round. Do you remember, did you ever sing Frere Shaka, Frere Shaka, and then another group of wish. So this is called round and round. The kids are going to play, first of all, unison, all together, and then they're going to play in 2 groups, and then they're going to play in 3 groups, and hopefully we will all finish together. That's the goal. Remember, they've never sat like this before, so. 1, 2, 3, go. Pre-band instrument there is. Awesome, hands down. How many of you played hot cross buns on your recorder?